Welcome, friends of the Greasy Shop Rag. A couple weeks ago I showed you some video of Mac Toolbox that I picked up, and I have since worked on it a little bit. Now the idea wasn't to do a full restoration, but just to make the thing usable and presentable. Low budget, nothing fancy, and that's exactly what I ended up with. So here it is. It's a Mac MB2150. Got it all painted up orange. Cleaned up my handles there, put a little bit of hillbilly chrome on them. Straightened out the cover latches so that works the way it's supposed to. There. So those of you that are new to this channel, you may not have ever seen my spray booth that I added to this little. This is one bay of a 3-car garage. So what I basically did was I added this wall right here and some sliding doors, and then on top I've got filter media. So about a 4-foot deep by 9-foot wide room that collects a lot of crap. But down here I have a jet air filter system kind of sitting on its side. The intake is right here, and I set up this turntable so I can paint little parts in here. I can hang stuff up top, whatever. It works really good. So anyway, that's my little spray booth, and I've been painting the drawers for the toolbox. So I've got all the drawers painted and they're ready to go inside here, and you just saw that they're flat black. Well, my original plan was orange and black, and I was going to pick up some Harley decals, you know, kind of make it a Harley themed toolbox. Why not, right? If you got an old toolbox like this and you're not sure how to remove the drawers, don't sweat it, I got you covered here. It's really simple. So this box has 2 different styles of drawers. Let's get you in a little bit closer here. So first we have the old school drawer slide, no ball bearings. And if you look really close right here, and I'll get you in there real close, you might be able to see that there is a tab right here, and that tab is catching on this piece of steel that's pushed out, and that's keeping the drawer from popping out. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take our handy dandy screwdriver and put it in there and move that tab enough to let it pass this detent, and we'll do that on both sides. And then the drawer will come out. You can see here, this is the tab I was pushing in on right here. Can you see that? Right there. This slide is also connected to the toolbox in the same manner. And basically what you'll do is you'll reach inside right here and release the metal tab that's on this slide, and that'll let this slide pull forward. And then before you put it together, just pry these tabs out just a little bit, so you'll hear it snap together once that tab has cleared this notch right here. It's going to be right here. Right there. It's locked in. Simple stuff. Now, these traditional slides, they're a little bit different, but not much. there's still a tab you have to release. Now we'll get a closer shot right here. So here is the back side of a slide. And this hook right here hooks over the top of this hole, okay? In the back, the hook goes straight in. So you go in, and then you get it hooked in here and push down, and then this tab locks under here. It'll snap in place. If it doesn't snap in place and then you can still lift this up, then you need to pry this out a little bit farther. So to release it, you're going to have to get behind this tab right here. And there's a couple ways you can do it. The easiest way I've found is to pull the slide out a little bit so you got some lifting force. And then just get your screwdriver right above that tab. Give it a little pop. So it lifted out there, and we pull straight forward and it comes out. See, that tab pushes straight in. This one drops down. So we'll put this back in. Locked in place, simple stuff. Now the drawers. Drawers are set up kind of similar. Take this drawer for example. You can see on the side of it over here is one of these, the other half of this slide. This actually goes together like this. So we got kind of the same scenario. A series of holes and a series of hooks. So if you just envision the weight of this drawer, the weight of this drawer being downward and this having to hold it, the hooks go up. And if you hook the straight one in the back, and then the other two in the front, and there's a tab right there that catches it. That's the one you would have to release if you wanted to pull this apart. Simple. Now we got a slide on both sides, and we should be able to slide it right into our drawer slide. This always works better off camera, by the way. Definitely needs some lubrication. So I'm going to take this back apart and grease it up. On this particular slide, to take it apart, this one just has a little pull right here. And when I pull that, it releases the catch. We'll do that on both sides. It comes right out. So I'm going to go ahead and lubricate these slides. We'll put the drawer back in and see what happens. So there, big deal. I lubricated the slides, works fine. You know, this is a brand new set of slides that I bought for this bottom drawer. And if I couldn't find a new set of slides, I didn't know if they'd be available or not. And in fact, our Mac dealer told us a couple of years ago that they weren't available, but then new driver, better dealer I'd say, he found them for me. But if he couldn't find them, my plan was to weld this drawer and this drawer together, you know, and take the bottom out of this one and just make one really tall drawer. But this will work. Okay, the toolbox is done, or at least as done as I'm going to do it. You know, this was never meant to be more than just a low budget makeover. So this is where the box will sit. On the end of the bench, I'm going to keep sandpaper, drill bits, sawzall blades, hacksaw blades, you know, whatever, that kind of stuff in there. Otherwise it gets scattered all over the place. Now, you know, I was going to do a Harley Davidson theme, and that's why I painted it orange and black. But after searching for Harley Davidson stickers, well, I ain't paying 10 bucks a piece for them. So if you're a regular on this channel, you probably know that I work at a Husqvarna dealership. So getting Husqvarna decals was pretty easy to do. Got one up there. I got one down on this side here too. Actually, this one I couldn't even be bothered to put it on straight. That's how low budget this build is. Yeah. So that's all I have for you on the Mac MB2150 Toolbox Makeover. Thanks for watching. Later.